In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make money with real estate during inflation. So if this is your first time here on this channel, my name is Jerry Pinkas, and I've been investing in real estate for the last 37 years. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make money in real estate during inflation. Now you're probably wondering, is that even possible? And trust me, it can be done. So if you watch this video all the way to the end, I'm going to break it all down for you. Now there's no doubt inflation is on the minds of many Americans today, right? The rising costs make it harder to make ends meet, let alone save for the future and invest. So as the stock market portfolios are getting hit really hard, if anybody's gotten their recent statements, many are wondering where their money could receive a better degree of stability. And as inflation rages, perhaps we're even going to be in a recession. But historically, real estate has proven to be a stable investment during times of inflation. Now, whether it's a single family home, a multi-family home, a vacation rental, or even commercial real estate, many investors are paying more attention to this asset class because of its stability and its tax benefits, while stock markets look kind of murky for the current future. And forget about speculation with the gut-wrenching roller coaster of Bitcoin and other crazy scams. If you're thinking about real estate and you're thinking about investing in real estate, even during inflationary times with rising interest rates that we're currently seeing, these facts are doing something. These facts are causing people to choose to rent instead of committing to purchasing a home. So this environment provides many housing investors a consistent supply of renters. So it works both ways. The consistent demand for housing and real estate is always going to exist. I mean, food and shelter are basic human necessities. But as Mark Twain, he said, buy land, they aren't making any more of it. But evaluating the right real estate can be right for your portfolio. It's not as easy answer as that. It's a little bit more complex. So you have to take into account the need for liquidity, the tax strategy, and also the time that you're going to be devoting to managing the real estate investment or having someone manage it for you, which tends to be, more intensive than if you just put money into a stock portfolio and just let it ride. But nonetheless, real estate can be often a favorable place to have your money over the long term. Now, of course, there's always risks. It's involved in any investment that you make. But if you do your homework and you do it smart and you choose wisely, investing in real estate during periods of inflation can be really a smart move. Now, I want to share with you a conversation that I had just yesterday. This is one of the reasons I'm making this video, because I was talking to a guy and he owns 60 rentals. Now, he started with just one. Realize it didn't happen overnight. But he did say he was super happy that he got started when he did, because if he did not make that choice when we had high inflation the last time, he would not be where he was today. He also said that he's glad that his tenants have paid off many of his properties. And now he has a big problem. Listen to this. His biggest problem is figuring out what to do with the monthly cash flow, right? That's a real problem, isn't it, right? So here's why investing in real estate is a good choice during periods of inflation. There's always a demand for rental properties. Now, if people will always need to be somewhere, they have to live somewhere. It's a fact. It's not going to go away. And that means there's always going to be a demand for rental properties, regardless of the economic conditions. You got to live somewhere. And it's proven to be true today. We're seeing millennials and Gen Z who like to rent instead of own for a number of reasons. And that could be including, large student debts, or the labor markets, or a fear of commitment, or being tied down. But for whatever reason, choosing markets with high demand rentals can help ensure successful investment. Just take a look at the numbers. Choose markets with strong fundamentals and low vacancy rates. Look at history. there's another advantage to this, which is you can work to add value to your investment. Another benefit of investing in real estate is that you can actually add value to your investment by fixing up or upgrading even, which appreciates the property's value. It can also lead to increases in the income that your assets will produce. For example, you can renovate your properties and then possibly charge higher rents. This is an investment. This is a benefit that is enjoyed by many real estate owners, and you can't replicate this in the stock market. What are you going to do to fix a stock up? Or many other types of asset classes. So this is one of those things that you do have more control over your investment. With an investment in real estate, you have more control over your investment compared to other types of assets. For example, you have more choices in tenants. You can adjust the rate of the rent. You can, even if you have to sell your investment, you can do so with fewer restrictions. Residential real estate usually also appreciates along with the CPI. That's the Consumer Price Index. So if you're thinking about it, what category of real estate you would like to enter, there are many benefits to each category. And one particular benefit is the correlation of rental prices to inflation. See, because buying real estate can be a great way to hedge against inflation because it usually appreciates along with, side by side with the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. As rental income goes up, and you've heard the stories of rental income going up, the value of your property increases along with it because of the cash flow that it generates. Now, real estate also, it has tax advantages. You've heard this. Another benefit of investing in residential real estate is the tax breaks that it affords to the owners. Real estate owners of rental properties are allowed to depreciate the value of their property on their taxes, which can help to offset the taxes that are owed on some of that rental income. Now, there's also other opportunities to save on taxes when you're selling a property, such as a 1031 exchange. I've personally done 1031 exchanges. We've had many clients who have done 1031 exchanges. Now, this allows you to roll over the proceeds from your sale into a similar property without owing capital gains taxes. Now, while there are many benefits to real estate investing, which can be really particularly amplified during inflationary periods, it's important to know your objectives. It's important to know your risk tolerance and then design that strategy that suits your situation. So I got a question for you. Are you going to be the victim of inflation? Or are you going to harness inflation and make it work for you? Comment below. I want to know what your game plan is. And if you have already subscribed to this channel, then you know there's over 1,000 super helpful videos here. If you're a subscriber, I will see you in the next video. Hope you're having a fantastic day.